Hello guys, welcome back to BM, welcome back to Polo Football Breakdown. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's actually lovely to be back. It's actually lovely to be back. I really missed you guys. What better way to come back than to talk about the big man on a 5-year deal? Chelsea give this guy 5 years. 5-year deal. Enzo Maresca. So let's dive deep into this. Before there was Enzo Maresca, there was Mauricio Pochettino. My thoughts on Pochettino, how we ended the season how we ended the season last season. I expected Pochettino to stay because there wasn't really better replacement for him. So if you don't in life, even not only in football, in life, if you are not getting something better, then don't change what you have. Don't go for a downgrade, always go for your upgrade. And he wasn't really a top coach outside. So Chelsea sacking him for some obvious reasons, like they didn't really see eye to eye in the vision. What Chelsea wanted and what Pochettino wanted was different. Chelsea wanted attractive, fluid football. Pass to me, I pass to you. Those touching one, two, positional play football, and that is what most of the players in this squad are for. Like Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, players that control the tempo of the game, especially in the midfield. Other positions they really, but especially that midfield. Lavia, those are players that control the tempo of the game. And Pochettino wanted to keep a player like Gallagher in the squad because he wants chaotic rock and roll football up and down. And they didn't really see eye to eye. Chelsea didn't, their style of play, what Chelsea wanted and what Pochettino wanted. So even though he didn't end this season, it's going to end in the future. But I expected him. He was building the squad. He was getting the inexperience out of these young players, getting the best out of Madueke, building him up. I personally would have kept him to next season. Maybe extend this contract for 1 year because he wanted Chelsea to give him something. He cannot just be working blindly. He wanted Chelsea to give him assurance that okay, we do your back, I'm at your back. And that didn't happen. So personally, I would have kept him for 1 season. I see what he was doing with players like Madueke, Jackson. We were getting better. Even players like Gusto that were really good. Players were getting better. See what he did with Kukurea. Kukurea have improved. He's burning out in the Euros now. So I would have given him the contract extension he wanted, but not like a lengthy contract, but at least 1 year. Then after that, you bring a coach like a Thiago Motta, who is in Juventus now, or a Xavi Alonso. You can convince him. If he didn't really go to Madrid, if Ancelotti does not leave Madrid, even Ancelotti in the future, those kind of coaches that will win us trophies. But Chelsea and the sporting directors had other plans in mind, and they are doing like since these sporting directors have come, they have been doing things that us as football fans we are not familiar with. They have been doing things weirdly. They have been doing things strangely. So Enzo, big man Enzo, yeah. Enzo Maresca retired in 2017. I've never heard of him. Even though for last season that when he signed for Leicester, I haven't heard anything about him. I know 90% of Chelsea fans heard about him last month. Even when we played Leicester, most of you did not even know him. And I don't blame you. Because this PL, you are talking about top coach. Nobody recommended Enzo for anything. They are trying to feed us PR now. Because they have some journalists on their payroll. Chelsea Football Club are trying to feed us PR about Enzo and giving us everything. I'm just here to give my opinion. When he retired from football, he worked in West Ham, went to Man City, worked with their Premier League 2 side. Yeah, worked with Lavia, worked with Palma, won the Premier League. So that is like under 23 football. Won it with them and went out to Palma. He tried to promote them, he didn't promote them and they sacked him and he came back to the treble winning side and he worked side to side with Guardiola. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why they appointed Enzo. Number one, Enzo is a yes man. Chelsea are looking for someone they can control. If I want to sell this player, don't say anything, just work on the tactics. I bought Enzo for 105 million. I bought Caicedo for 150 million. Work with them. I'm going to give you what you work with. You work with it, and those are how clubs like Ajax. Because that's why, if that's how Ajax run, that's why I really think personally. Manchester United, I may sound insane, but even though Manchester United sacked, even though Manchester United sacked Ten Hag, I would have gone for Ten Hag one hand. because I have 5 reasons why I would go for Ten Hag. Number one, Ten Hag will bring you trophies, and I've been starving for trophies 2 years, no trophies. Number two, Ten Hag is a yes man. He did that in Ajax. When you give Ten Hag players to sign, he signed players like Anthony and Onana for you, but give him the players like De Jong, Tadic, Hakim Ziyech, and he work wonders. His work at Manchester United is overrated, but doesn't mean Ten Hag is overrated. He isn't a top coach, but the level of coaches in the Premier League now, I won't be surprised if Man U finish in top four next season. I won't be surprised if they can add some key additions. He is not a bad coach. Ten Hag is a very good coach. And number three, there's players in this, like I've said, players in the squad doesn't really fit them. It fits him in Chelsea. So that aside, I'm here to talk about Enzo. Enzo, my opinion about Enzo. Do I like the appointment? I don't have a choice. Like most Chelsea fans do. Am I going to support Enzo? 100%. I'm going to support Enzo because he's my coach. But as for the sporting directors, if this guy does not work, you guys have to go, not Enzo. This is like two sides of his two sides of a coin. It can either go well or it can go badly. It's like two sides of a coin. I can either go well or it goes badly. If it goes badly, we'll finish it again and I won't be surprised. But it may go well because players in this squad actually fit his philosophy. When you're talking about inverted fullback, we can invert our left back like Rico Korea, we can invert our right back. Gusto and James has that football intelligence. I know they are both capable of doing it. We are talking about tempo decider. We have players like Enzo that can do it. The Ndidi rule that Caicedo can do it. Wingers isolating 1v1. Sterling is actually good 1v1, even though he's tracking back and he's declining. But Madueke, very good 1v1. The Ulisse deal collapsed, so that really didn't help us. Angelo Gabriel, very good 1-on-1 too. Modric, very good 1-on-1. So yeah, striker dropping deep in his tactics. Jackson is good at dropping deep. And yes, we scored a lot of goals last season, but we should have scored more. I think Leicester had the second most goals scored. I'm using Leicester metrics in the Champions League to judge Chelsea for God's sake, to show you how the levels have gone down. Leicester had the second most goals scored, and they played some beautiful football. Let's be honest. Leicester played some beautiful football. Touches of 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. They played some beautiful football, but sometimes the football can get boring and sluggish. Chelsea fans, I'm just advising you next season. Expect boring and sluggish football. Maresca might be a good coach or is a good coach, let me say it like that. But to go to Chelsea, it's not about coaching alone. You need to have the composure, you need to have the charisma. People like Jose Mourinho just came dressing room. I am the special one. I prefer not to speak. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm the special one. You need to have that swagger. With Antonio Conte too, you have to have that aura for aura. You have to have that aura to deal with the pressure. If you can't deal with the pressure at Chelsea, you are gone. You are gone because you won't be able to handle the players. If you cannot talk to the media at Chelsea, you are gone. That's why I like coaches like Ancelotti. They were able to handle the media. Mourinho, give me, I give you back. Conte, those are, if you are not able to do that, you are gone at Chelsea, to be honest. You have to be patient. Chelsea fans, I know people are saying we have to be patient, because the team worked with Arteta. It worked with Arteta, doesn't even work. If it will work with us, if this signing was made 2 years ago, let's say we are still patient with Potter up to now, I'll get the point. But we have wasted enough time in this so-called project of these new owners. We have wasted enough time. We have wasted 2 years. Nothing to show for it. The best thing we have shown for it was the Carabao Cup final. And okay, you are coming to a new club. If not make it better, which their objective are, is to make Chelsea better than Abramovich. Abramovich didn't really leave the club in the most clean way financially. He didn't leave it, but he was winning trophies. Let's stick to that. Abramovich was winning those trophies. Will Abramovich's standard or ways of running things will have won us more trophies in the future? Only time will tell. These owners, their intention is to do things good, but there are some decisions that they are making. They gave this guy a 5-year deal. A 5-year deal. Do you want to sack another coach in 5 years? That means you have to stick with this coach, and he has to work. He has to work. I'm talking to Paul Stanley and Lawrence Stewart. This guy have to work. If it doesn't work, you guys are gone. Because I don't really blame the owners. They don't really know much about football. You guys are the one that know something about football. This is not Brighton. This is Chelsea. Most clubs only have one sporting director. Like PSG have Luis Campos. Liverpool, Michael Edwards just came back after. Michael Edwards just came back after Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp has left. Most clubs usually have only one. My club is having two. Okay, I get it. My club is having two. But this has to work. This has to work. Enzo, I'm at your back. Because I know you're a brilliant coach deep down when it comes to tactics. But to coach at Chelsea, it's not just about tactics. You have to have that charisma. You have to have that. Be able to handle the pressure. You cannot put pressure on me like Jose Mourinho said. You can't put pressure on me. You have to have that. That Chelsea job is the hardest job in the world. That city is the hottest city in the world because English media are putting pressure on you. What everybody is putting pressure on you. Chelsea fans that are used to sacking. It's just like a guy that have been dating random girls. You are those, and you're expecting him to be loyal with a girl that's not even in love of his life. How about that? Wasn't his first choice, and you expect him to stick to that girl. That's what you're telling Chelsea fans to do. To stick to a coach that is not our first choice, and we'll do it. Enzo will back 100%. But Enzo, I just give you three things. I see a guy is perfectly summed it up on Twitter. Three things. Number one, top four. Chelsea lowered their expectations. I'm not going to lower mine. If any Chelsea fan is lowering their expectation, personally, I'm not lowering my expectation. Number one, you get me Champions League football. I don't care what happens. Yes, the medical team has to do their work because if we had a fully fit squad, we would have been in Champions League with all the troubles, with all the losing 5-0 to Arsenal, with all the losing to Wolves. If we had a fully fit squad, we would have made it to the Champions League next season. So, number one, get me Champions League. Number two, please, that Conference League trophy. You are winning it. Not final appearance, not semi-final appearance, winning it. If possible, win it unbeaten. Because if we don't win that trophy, it's a huge blemish to our club for many years to come. Not to win the Conference League. So yes, Pochettino got us in that mess because in as much as the players have their faults, the injury staff had their fault. Pochettino with his weird tactics sometimes, playing Gallagher at left wing, playing players at their position they are not meant to play them, had his faults too. Making late substitutions sometimes, he had his faults too. So, not holding the grip of the dressing room as tight as not holding the grip of the dressing room as tight as he should have held it. He also had his faults. But for Pochettino, I say Pochettino, I'm used to saying Pochettino. You guys will have to. For Enzo, Graf, my third reason, don't lose to Arsenal and Man United. Please, brother, don't lose to Arsenal and Man United. Those are the two games that if the season come, I check when we are playing them next. Don't lose to Arsenal and Man United. I don't want that. If possible, revenge that 6-0, revenge it. That 5-0, give them 6-0 next season. Bruh, if you do that for me, you're going to be next Chelsea, man. You are those going to be in my Chelsea sweethearts, like where I put Mourinho, Thomas Tuchel, Carlo Ancelotti. Bro, you're going there. The Matteo, where I put those guys, those Chelsea coaches, you're going there straight. So that is my opinion on Enzo. I think he is a brilliant manager. The job may just be too soon for him. That's what I'm saying. It's me good bad. We may finish 8th. Anybody that say we can't finish it with this talented squad. This squad is very, very talented. I look at the midfield, Lavia. We haven't really seen much about Lavia. Nkunku, we haven't really seen much about them. Rich James. And those guys are just like fresh signing. We just need a clinical front line and we can even go for the Premier League title. That's what I'm saying. If we just have a clinical front line. This one we're in Conference League and our mates are playing Champions League and Europa League, if we have a clinical front line, bro, we are going to win the league. Not to actually win the league, but we are going to contend for the league. Because that is the amount of talent in this squad. Because we have CP, we have Madrid, we have Enzo, we have Caicedo, we have Lavia, we have regimes. There's quality in this squad. And if you can get the goalkeeper, we don't really need Petrovic. I'm seeing them saying they are interested in Sanchez. Another thing about Enzo, guys, if it's something bad and they said Enzo wants it, it's not Enzo. It is Chelsea that wants it. Enzo, in his right sense, will not want Sanchez as the first coach and first goalkeeper. He just felt Chelsea will just put it on the table like, how far, guy? We have 4 goalkeepers with us and we are not able to sell one. If we are able to sell, just manage Sanchez for now. If we are able to sell him, then we get to the goalkeeper we need. But for now, just manage him. I think that's what they have just told him personally. So, like I said, Enzo, if you do those 3 conditions for me, I will not have any problem with you. I don't think any Chelsea fan will have any Chelsea fan will have any problem with you. We, as Chelsea fans, we don't care who is at the wheel. Just get us the W. I don't even care. Who is Alex Ferguson that comes back, comes to coach Chelsea and wins? Any coach, the coach I like, the coach I don't dislike, come to Chelsea and get me W's. That's my own. Come to the wheel, get me W's. So that is it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.